Okay, mic check, looks good. All right. Hmm. I wonder. I guess online gives server password. 8 to 12 characters. Online, just go sign out. Password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Test account 45. Oh, dadgummit. Test account 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay. I don't think. Oh, Pedro. You know, honestly, I should have done that on beta. You're right. I should have did that on beta. I just forget to think about it. Okay. So, what I'm trying to do is I thought of a flaw with my current account creation and for register. Even if I count, so right now the username is td underscore search for player accounts count, right? So on the live version, it won't have the same database, so the count will be wrong. And because it's also so predictable, there's a bug that someone who wanted to could create their own TD account, name it a number, and when I get to that number, it just wouldn't work. So I decided that instead of TD account number, I'm just going to do TD unique ID number or something like random string of numbers. And then I was thinking of what the password could be, because it can't be the same as the ID, and I was trying to see what the password limit was. So I think what I'm going to do, because I'm looking at the data, the dummy data, look at all these fake accounts that I have. And it looks like the unique IDs are, looks like at the start 175, 174, 173, 72, 171. It looks like they're pretty reliably different. I don't think they'll ever repeat the first however many characters. Unique ID seems time-based. Oh, is it? 1750428728663. The first bit might be. Hello, Suga. How are you? Hash function on the unique ID. I don't know how to run that. Where's the password column? There is no password column because Bubble handles password security for me, so I don't have to worry about it. Right now I'm using unique ID. The thing is, I want the unique ID to be the password, right? So I definitely want the unique ID to be the password. And I don't think I want it truncated. But the problem is, I also want the unique ID to be the username to a certain character limit, right? So TD underscore unique ID truncated to 10. But if I truncate it to 10, does that mean you can predict the password? If you have the first 10 characters of the unique ID, do you think the rest of it's predictable or no? Not that it matters, because these are literally just staple accounts that aren't gonna do anything. Don't just truncate the unique ID for that, for the username. I'm not going to truncate the password. The password is going to be the unique ID, I think. Well, then if I get hacked, then everyone's unique ID is visible. And then they could get into their OGS account. Not that like that matters. There's no personal information on a custom, on a Omega Dragon account or whatever. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. What if I do... Yeah. This is for the quick start. What if I do current user's unique ID plus timestamp. Current users, unique ID. So that way, even if you have the unique ID, you would have to know the exact time that they current date time extract Unix and their time zone too. Okay, but the problem is, I know it just set bubble handles passwords for me. Line 210. I know it said bubble handles passwords for me, but it won't handle the OGS passwords. It only handles the Sumego Dragon passwords. So technically, if someone hacked my database, they would get the OGS account information, but only for the TD accounts, not the custom accounts, because the custom accounts use the OAuth 2. We're making use the OAuth 2, so that wouldn't get hackable. You said line 210. And then it just returns a hashed result. Maybe, but I don't know how. Does Bubble IO have OAuth to support? But it's not a single-click setup. You can implement it using the API connector for manual control, which requires setting up authorization and token endpoints for yourself. Blah 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 blah. Crap. Sounds complicated. I don't need to do that unless you're going to use some Mega Dragon assigned in somewhere else. The problem with that. Is right now you don't need an account to play on OGS. If I create your OGS account for you, you can literally just go to the Play Online page, click Quick Start, and it'll create a guest account, basically. And then it'll save that account to your user, but when your session's done, like your browser session, not just the tab, but the browser session or whatever, when that's done, the account gets deleted. And then if you create the OGS account and then sign up on some Mega Dragon to do puzzles and stuff, they'll still be linked as long as you do it within a certain amount of time. It does create a lot of dummy data, though. But the idea was to have guest accounts. Now, with these accounts, I am saving the passwords. Yeah, wouldn't that require a NOIC to set up something, though? That sounds like a lot of work and really complicated. For like guest accounts that aren't even going to see like a major amount of action and stuff. Yeah, but I'm trying not to rely on other services more than I have to. If it's not already set up, like I'm already going to have to talk to them about getting the AI reviews more flexible with the API and stuff, and their subscriptions more flexible, because I want to be able to handle the subscriptions to OGS, so my users can subscribe to the OGS AI. Because right now these custom account, or not custom, these I don't know what to call these. The accounts that I'm making for the players, these quick start accounts. The quick start accounts cannot get OGS Plus. It's not possible. Not unless I manually signed into the account, get it from the database, and pasted it in, and subscribed and put in my card information, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, none of that's possible. So I'm already going to have to figure out a way to let these people get the AI reviews and pay OGS somehow. And that is already going to be something I'm going to have to work with OGS about. So I don't really want to task them with another complicated thing as well, if I don't have to. But this definitely is a vulnerability, because these passwords are saved, but how important are these accounts? Because it's not like you can even chat, right? Maybe. Yeah. I mean, there's no payment information associated with these accounts at the moment. There's no chat, because there's no email associated with these accounts. So there's no personal information. So even if these accounts get leaked, it would just be a big headache for me, but like there's no like security problem, I think. It's not like if you got to this, you've gotten everyone's emails. That's already an issue, right? If you could hack into my database, you'd already have access to everyone's emails. So at that point, I guess it's irrelevant. If I get hacked, it's going to suck no matter what. The only thing that isn't hackable, if you get access to what I have access to, is users' passwords. Like, I can't access user passwords, but I can access these passwords. Anyway, I went ahead and updated this. The password will be the unique ID plus the current time extracted Unix in the user's current time zone, so it should be very unique. And then current user's ID, unique ID truncated to 10, TD underscore, blah, blah, blah. And that should work, right? It'll be a long freaking password, but I just tested OGS and it should be okay. I don't think OGS has a password limit. I suppose we should test this. Quick start. Nope. Invalid grant. Wait, wasn't this the issue that I thought we solved? Invalid credentials given. Maybe there is a password limit. What's a secret on the server? Like, what would my secret on the server be? And it doesn't matter. Even if I do that, I have to save the password, right? Or are you saying that I'll have to run that equation every time I log the user in? But yeah, then the user could get access to their own account, but that's not a big deal if they get access to their own account. All right, this doesn't need to be this secure. I think I'm overdoing it. Yeah, I don't know. Passwords are tricky, and I'm not good at security. Other than protecting my own password so you guys can't edit the website. Okay. Why isn't this working? This was working like yesterday or the day before. Oh my gosh, I just wanted to change the password, not fix an entire bug. Did the account even get created? It got created. It's right here. I'm gonna check this real quick. What's the data called? OGS player account. OGS. That's OGS. Player accounts. Owner, deleted thing. Username, password. ID is empty. I wonder if the username's too long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, it shouldn't be too long. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why isn't there an in? Username too long. Okay, so there is a limit. What's the limit? Why doesn't it tell you the limit? OGS username length. Okay, how many fields is it? It's 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That worked. Hello, Pix. Welcome. I got I was going to do the clock, but I haven't. I had a bug to fix, and now I'm in the middle of fixing a different bug that's related to the bug that I didn't know existed, and I don't know why, and I'm lost in bug hell. Okay. I know Half-Life, the video game? I haven't played it. Well, that's a problem. Oh, man. I think there is a password limit. Did you see my message on Discord? Loud. You clicked on unlimited puzzles, I think, on the front page, the blue button. Okay. It goes to the previous page, but it opened in a new tab. Because I checked it and I was like, this goes to the previous page, but this button opened it in a new tab. Oh. Oh, yeah. I should just make a home button. I should just make that a home button. Okay, I'll add it to the to-do list. Whatever. I'm in the middle of trying to figure this out though. Okay, so incorrect username and password. Let's delete a character. Sign in. 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 Okay, so it created the account. Then what the heck is the password? Hold. 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 Okay. I think I might have saved the wrong password. Workflow. Create new OGS player account. Display data. OGS register. No, result of step 5. Current result of step 5's password. There we go. Create your username, create your password. And I'm gonna have the username be current username truncated from end to 10. That way it doesn't just look like the timestamp every single time. Okay. I think that's the bug. Ah, interesting. Computer conversion test, play online. Quick start. There we go. Beginner. All right, 23Q TD 1695068580. Bada bing, bada boom. I updated the username and passwords to be something better and more unique. Surely there will not ever be a repeat, right, of unique IDs? Because that's so many daggone numbers. That is 10 numbers at the end of a unique ID. Surely that'll never repeat. Maybe I should flip-flop these and make current user's unique ID the Unix time? I don't know. But people can still create Unix times or whatever, and then it might I don't know, would that ever conflict if someone picked a future time and just happened to pick a time that someone else made an account at that exact time? But I guess if you refresh the page, it would be a different time, which would the odds would be. So maybe the username should be a unique, a Unix time. No, I don't think the unique ID is based on username. Because it creates unique ID for guest accounts too, so. For temporary accounts. Yeah, I handle the usernames, though. The usernames get created after the unique ID. As soon as you open the page, you have a unique ID. And you can either make an account out of it, or it'll delete itself later. I'm gonna flip-flop these. I'm gonna flip-flop these. No. What? Ah. The big thing that I care about, I guess, is making sure that I don't get a duplicate account on OGS. Because they don't really have a catch for if the username already exists. So the username has to be unique no matter what. That's my big concern. There we go. Hopefully, the odds of that ever getting a duplicate would be crazy low. If the username is TD_Unix timestamp. Like, what are the odds that gets a duplicate? That's got to be fine. That's got to be fine. I think it's got to be fine. Okay. What am I doing? Clock. That's what I was doing. Oh no, I need to do the back button. Membership page. The Sugabug. We're gonna rename this to home. 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 And it's just going to go to the freaking index page. Simple, effective, works. Go to page index. Bada bing, bada boom, bug done. Okay. Oh, and thanks to someone making a bot on the OGS forums, there is now another bot for beginners that should be weaker than Amaranthus. So it should be an even better beginner bot. Or 5x5. So yay! We got a beginner bot. We got an even better beginner bot. Yeah, totally. Okay. Clock. clock time. Game connection script. Back to this headache. Okay, game. Last we left off, we were talking about delay equals date now minus data dot last move. Time left equals time left minus delay divided by 1,000. Let's actually get the online Go server real-time API. Is it this one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? Yep. Time control. Okay. Here is the clock object. And it'll give different black time or white time variables depending on the time setting. Now, I don't have a latency variable yet, but we have data.lastMove. Yeah, data.lastMove. Okay, what was the first thing we needed? I forget. This was like a whole 20 hours ago. The first thing we get is date now minus data.lastMove is the delay in milliseconds. Then we have let remaining time equal black time dot main time. Is it divided by 1,000? Do I divide it by 1,000 or multiply it by 1,000 to get the milliseconds? I can divide by 1,000 to get the milliseconds. All right, so it gets the black time period time. That's the remaining time in milliseconds now. So we've got the remaining time. We've converted the remaining time. We'll do Fisher first, thinking time, because we can. Yeah, we'll do thinking time first. We'll do Fisher first. Fisher, we'll do the first one. So we have black thinking time left. I want to do a little bit to get it as close as I can. So you guys said let move expire or black time expire equals date dot now plus remaining time minus delay. Is that correct? I think that's correct. Well, delay is date.now minus data.lastMove. And data.lastMove is date.now on OGS, and then it sends it. So whatever the latency is. That sounds correct. I want to say that's correct. Milliseconds since epoch? What's epoch? Is that like the name of like the Unix timestamp thing or whatever? I don't know what epoch means. Is epoch that like 1700 date or whatever? Yeah, okay. So it is. It is. Okay. I need to convert this back to seconds. Let black time expire seconds equal black time expire wait, this is divided by 1000. That means black thinking time is already in seconds, so I need to multiply that by 1000. I need to multiply it by 1000, not divide it by 1000. To convert seconds to milliseconds, you multiply it by 1000. Okay. Now I have the seconds left on the main clock. Okay, so let's move this. Actually, I don't need to move all of it. All I need to do... So the delay is going to be used by all the times. So in Fisher, we're going to handle this. So we're gonna let delay, and delay is going to be used by every time control. Remaining time, let remaining time equal black thinking time times 1000. Let black time expire equal date.now plus remaining time minus delay. I could spell. Okay, and then we're going to let black thinking time expire seconds. Oh, we need to do black remaining time there. Oh, we need data dot black time, black underscore time, thinking underscore time, black underscore time, lowercase, 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 thinking time, lowercase, lowercase, thinking time, lowercase, lowercase. Okay, and then we're going to send black's time to bubble, time in seconds to bubble. Okay, so output 1 is going to be black's time expires in seconds, and I'm sending that to bubble. Now I need to do the same thing for white. Okay, so we're going to rename these to white. White, 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 white remaining time, white remaining time, White time expires, black time expires. And white underscore time, dot thinking time. Yep. And then white time expires in seconds. Okay, and then data dot current player. Then we're going to send bubble data clock, and then we're going to run our every second, our pix clock, our every second. If type of every second is equal to function do every second. Handle pause. No, that's me. So every second was defined somewhere else. Where did I define every second? I forgot where I defined every second. Oh, this should work. We also need to, we have latency. We also need to make a warning for when the latency is high. Okay. No just connection. Did I put the time in here? The pix clock in here? Nope. What am I getting dings for? Okay. So now workflow, we're going to get our clock event. Where's our clock event? Clock event. And we're going to set stake of black clock, white clock, clock updated as yes, current player's ID. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have a little icon, like a red internet symbol, when the latency gets above a certain number. I think that's all I'm going to do is just show like a latency symbol or an internet symbol and then make it red. That's it. Nothing crazy. Okay. Let's test. Never works the first time, does it? Shut up. Never works the first time. I don't see a bug or the error. I don't see an error. I don't know what this impromised DOM exception, the play method is not allowed thing is. I think that's an audio thing. Autoplay is only allowed when approved by the user. I think that has to do with the audio. Like thinking time 300. I don't get it. I don't get what I did wrong. Logs the clock data. Clock data dot last move. Yep. Data dot black time thinking time times 1,000. Date dot now plus black time remaining minus delay. Seconds is black time expire divided by 1,000. Let's just console log it, I guess. Console.log bubble data. Time controls Fisher. Skip delay for now. Refine once everything works. Do I need these? I think I need these. Date.now might be the bug. That might be the bug. Either way, let's figure it out. Wait. You said that. I missed it. I'm sorry. I missed it. I missed it. You guys try so hard to help me and I still fail. Yikes. Something went wrong. Thinking time 300. Thinking time. So I did thinking time 300 times 1,000. So that would be 300,000. Right? 300,000 milliseconds should be 5 minutes. Date.now plus 300,000 minus delay, which should be like 1. I gotta subtract date.now again. Okay, I'll console log. I'll log the delay, but I don't think it's the delay. Date.now plus black remaining time minus delay. I don't need to do date.now. I just need to do this. The milliseconds remaining time minus delay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because I think I was adding too many numbers. Aha, 2 minutes, 3 seconds. There we go. 4 minutes, 60 seconds. Ah, bugs. I hate bugs. I freaking hate bugs. Okay. And the delay is literally like 21:31. Yeah, the delay is really small. Okay, show Node.js. Why am I a second above it? No. It should be perfectly in sync. I took the latency into account and everything. It is in sync. Is it because I opened a new tab? What the crap? It's getting out of sync now. Now it's out of sync. I think so. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do, I think one of you two suggested this yesterday. I'm going to redo how I'm calculating the seconds. Instead of counting down, I'm gonna constantly do a current time minus, or the expiration time minus the current time, and then display that on the clock. I'm just going to do that every second. That way, if it gets out of sync, that way the expiration will always be the same. I'm going to do what you guys suggested. Or one of you two suggested that yesterday. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to have the expiration date. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that line and that line. And so I want to do date.now plus Dadgummit, I almost did it again. Almost did it again. Date dot now plus. This will give me the time that it expires. Hold on. Hold on. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. Let display, let black display equal remaining time divided by 60. We'll come back to this. Come back to this. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Hold on. Hold that thought. Let me see what this does. So when the clock updates, go to game, OGS. Because the way I'm displaying the clock is really convoluted and stupid. So I think I'm going to do that, what you just suggested. Just make it a string instead of numbers and trying to add the 0 when it's less than 10 and blah, 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 blah. Like, I think I'm going to do the pad or whatever because I didn't know the pad start was a thing. Lower Black's time Fisher. We're going to do clock update event. Where am I setting JavaScript clock update event? Every time clock updated is yes. Trigger set time. Set time is going to be black thinking time, which is incorrect now, but that's the name of the variable. But that's actually going to be black's expiration time minus current date time in Unix. Current date time, extract Unix static choice. Now, OGS uses UTC, right? Dang it, it doesn't give me the time zone. Is date.now U2C or local time zone? Okay, so I'm assuming OGS is using UTC. That should be correct. Okay, now we're gonna copy this, we're gonna paste this, and it's gonna be white thinking time minus current date time extract Unix. And this should technically give me the same result. It's just the visual bugs are not going to be annoying. So I'll have to update the visuals, but this should technically give me the same result. Forgot to divide by 1,000. Divide by 1,000. Divide by 1,000. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to convert it to seconds. I'm still a second off. How could this be a second off? So it gets out of sync a little bit, but it catches back up quickly. Now it's a second off. I have the... I don't know where it is. Oh, I lost it. Hold on. I think it might be in the Go board. And game. Fix clock. Okay, every second when I call it, it clears the timeout. And then timeout equals set timeout. Every second, 1,000. Use 100 at the end. The end of what? Right here? Won't that clutter a lot? That could cause a significant amount of lag, right? 10 times a second? Something just isn't working. What the heck? I think I noted it wrong. Lower Black's time Fisher doesn't use the expiration. Dadgummit. Okay. Back to every time it's set time. OGS game connections, black clock, converted to number. A set time right here. Display black thinking time minus current time, blah, blah, blah. Lower Black's time Fisher, do the same equation. What do you mean? What? Black thinking time. Okay. We're gonna get the variable from the connection. Okay, so game connection, black clock? What? Game connections, black clock, split by. Split by semicolon, first item. Black clock, split by semicolon, first item, minus, no, converted to number, minus current date time, extract Unix UTC static choice UTC divided by 1000. Only when OGS game connections black clock split by semicolon first item converted to number is less than, say less than or equal to, current date time, no, greater than, or has to be greater than. Extract Unix static UTC. Only when the black's time left is greater than or equal to, I think it has to be greater than current date time, show the time left, which is going to be this equation. Let's copy this. Paste it here. It's going to be White's clock. Copy the condition. Paste it here. White's clock. Now let's do that. Don't know why it's 4:53. Set 5 minutes. Four, three. It's actually ahead. Okay, okay. Better ahead than behind, right? Nice. Play move. Play move. Pause my window. Yeah, but I'd rather be like half a second to a second ahead than behind because I'm not handling when they clock out. OGS is. So I can sit at 0 for longer than a second. As it's just I don't want to be at 1 when OGS says I timed out. I don't mind being at 0 for like a second and a half. That just means I get a little bit extra time or whatever. Buffer time to click the mouse or whatever. So I don't mind that. The big thing I'm concerned with is calling this 10 times a second. It makes it very accurate, for sure. What? What? Well, bad things happen if I leave it like this. Oh, give up needs a close thing. Oops. Um, yeah, is there anything wrong with calling this 10 times a second? It makes it very accurate. I'm a little concerned about calling it 10 times a second, but if it works, can I get away with it? Or will it clog up the page? Let me do ChatGPT. Maybe that'll know. I don't know what the remaining time is, though. I don't have that variable. Not at the clock anyway. Oh, the clock is in the... I guess I could send it to the function, but... how many times can I call Java bubble underscore fn underscore function in bubble IO in a second? Is 10 times a second too many? Usually too many. 1 to 3 are fine, because it queues. Five a second starts to lag, especially on mobile. Okay. Okay. So you're suggesting I send a variable to every second? Expire at minus date dot now. Okay, so if I do expire at as a variable, send that, and we're going to do it date dot now minus expire at minus date dot now percent 1000. So I put this in parentheses and then do percent 1000. I haven't used percent before. Hmm. Hmm. The remaining time, so let's do 1000 minus expire at blah, 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 blah. Percent 1000, is that correct? 1000 minus, in parentheses, expire at date minus date dot now. And then all of it combined, percent 1000. Without the last, what? Okay. Oh, hold on, I'm not done. Now I could actually send the variable. Crap, I don't know whose turn it is in this function. I don't know if it's in Black's time or White's time. Crap. I don't know if it's in Black's time or White's time. Yeah, because if we're getting it every second, then it needs to be. I mean, I think I need to know. Does it need to know if I send Black's time expire or White's time expire? I have current player, game ID. Oh, Black player ID, White player ID. Yay! If current player equals Black. Okay. All right. If data dot current underscore player is equal to data dot black underscore player. Let's see, what was it? Underscore ID. Underscore ID. Then we call every second with Black's time expire. Else if, I'm putting the if just in case. I don't think I need the if, but just in case. Data dot white player, white time expire. What the heck? Black time expires not defined. Huh? Oh, because I put it inside of this. So I have to put the every second inside of Fisher. Which is not clean. Whatever. Whatever. Why are they both the same? What? What the heck? What is causing all this lag? It's also not even giving the correct timestamps. Yeah, something is causing an insane amount of lag. Time control Fisher, we did all that. That looks good. Console log bubble data. Clock bubble data. Output 1, output 2 are exactly the same number for some reason. Oh, because they're both 300 at the start, right? Black time 300, white time 300. So they both expire at the same time. And current turn is 138181, which is black player ID. So the bubble data that was sent is fine. Black time expire, white time expire. It's got to be the equation of how often it's being called. Tick. Add a tick console log. That was a lot. Holy crap. This is counting up very, 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 very fast. Very, 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 very fast. Definitely the equation. Definitely the equation. Okay. So this is not correct. I don't know what this is, but this is not correct. It's actually very clever. Add a return. Okay, okay. Expire at is in milliseconds. It says it's correct. I do have a return statement. What the crap? It says it's correct. It should be calling once per second, but it's calling like dozens of times per second. Set a breakpoint and look at expire at. We can console log expire at. And we'll go to the game connection. I think we already did console log delay. Yeah, we already got console log delay. Delay is 5882 for that one. Just says I'm missing a colon or something. White remaining time is white. Let's see. The remaining time is thinking time times 1,000. Date.now plus remaining time minus delay. I swear, but that's it. That would be so annoying. Delay is 7,034. Okay. Black thinking time is 300 times 1,000 would be 300,000. Hold on. Delay is date.now minus data.lastMove. Come back. Last move is here. Now is here. How could it be multiple seconds? Latency, basically. How long it takes Bubble to tell me, or how long it takes OGS to tell me when the move is played. It shouldn't be this hard. Thinking time is 300 seconds multiplied by 1,000. Last move is in... Are we sure last move's in UTC? I don't know, the error's gone, so it might have... I don't know. It might have been, it might not have been, I don't know. Yeah, this is milliseconds since epoch, so this should be UTC. Last move, now. How is it getting now? What does now represent from OGS? Data.now. I'm not quite following, but I'm going to trust you guys, your guys' judgment. But I'm not quite following what data.now is. So in this case, it's 20. That sounds more correct. Why is tick running so much though? So now I've got the delay down to 20 milliseconds. Tick undefined. Hold on. Hold. Why is tick undefined? Or why is the tick seconds undefined? Okay, we sent every second black time expires. which is definitely not empty. So let's go to our VGO Go board. Why is expire at undefined? Did I call the function wrong? That's the bug, though. Expire at is undefined. The first time I get the clock should call it the first time. You know, there's no ticks up here. So tick isn't called until I get this first clock. So until I get this first clock, tick is not called. Okay, even ChatGPT said that function's fine, so it's got to be. Oh no, I want connection. It's got to be in here. Black remaining time is data.blacktime.thinkingtime times 1,000. Expire is date.now plus minus delay, which is going to be like 20. No, it's not pointing me to, it's not an error. It's being called a million times. So it's not an error, it's just undefined. So it calls itself over and over and over and over and over. Data.currentPlayer is equal to data.blackplayerID. every second, black time expire. Black time expire, date.now plus black remaining time minus delay. So how could it be undefined? We literally logged the bubble data, which uses black time expire, and it was a big number. It was not undefined. So for some reason, this variable gets lost in this function. Am I calling the function wrong? It's saying it's a string and not a number. What? Never convert the expired timestamps to strings before sending the bubble. Output string black time to expire, string white time to expire. Okay. None of these seem to be the case. Well, let's cry, because let's do the let's do this. Let's see what it suggests. Okay, string, and that should not convert the variable, right? Oh, capital S, sorry. Oh, wrong parentheses. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. String black time expire, string white time expire. Let's see if it fixes it. Didn't fix it. 21 milliseconds. Tick undefined. I didn't fix it. What if I call this before my bubble? I didn't know you could do that. Oh my gosh, how long has that been there? What? I didn't know you could do that. I've been trying to track down crap manually. I didn't know you could do that. Stupid, man. How did I not know you could do that? Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to zoom in the whole browser. I just wanted the text right here to be bigger. How do I make a breakpoint in JavaScript? Hey, good day. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
GoDave89 just raided with 13 viewers.
We are trying to figure out the clock for getting the clock in sync with OGS. Hope you had a great stream. How'd it go? How did the games go? Oh yeah, I did see you playing a teaching game. Nice. 5 stones against a 1Q. That's crazy. OGS 1Qs are strong. Did you win? Nice. Good job. Congrats on the win. Okay. So you guys said set a breakpoint on line 42 and reload. Debugger before the console log. What's debugger do? I've never used this before. Ah, interesting. Did I not? Debugger console.log tick plus, there's a colon right there. Okay. I love how difficult this is to just get a few milliseconds correct. This is just to get milliseconds correct. Okay, debugger. Debugger right here. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Reload. Expire at is undefined. I wish I could click it. In-game dash OGS. Can't. Okay, so we're gonna put a debugger in the other script then. Okay. So we want console.log black time expire. Console.log white time expire. Just make sure we don't miss one. Debugger. Is right before we call every second. It's a number, right? Green means it's a number, right? Right? $300 times 1,000, 300,000. White time expires is date now. White remaining time minus delay, which is 35. F10. Arguments null. Name every second. Black time expire. Not empty. F11 here? Oh crap. No. What is F11? What am I supposed to do with F11? Does that follow the function or something? Ah, I ran out of Fs. The F stopped. The F stopped working. F8. F8 did nothing. Okay, debugger. Da-da-da. Now, when do I press F11? Like, which line am I going to? Do I need a parentheses right here after every second? Line 68. Oh, F10, F10, line 68, F11. Black time expires. It's not empty. We are coding our clock for our Go board to be in sync with OGS. It is not going well. Before every second call, press F. Oh my gosh. F11 once again. Window clear timeout. Expire at is undefined. How is it undefined? We literally saw it. We literally saw it not be undefined. It was a number. Ah. Why? Hold on. Hold on. Can I in game? No, not in game. How many computer scientists does it take to run a single function? How many of us are doing this? Oh man. Okay, I have a question. I forgot my question. It was going to be, do I need parentheses? But the parentheses are right here. So hold on. I think it was in the other script then. Okay, it's got to be in the other script. Game connection. What did I last sacrifice a group? Oh man, my sanity count. Do right here. Type of every second is equal to function. Do I need to put a parentheses right there? Reason. It is a number being sent, but for some reason at the start of the timer, expire at is null, even though the variable was not null when it was called. Your timer is being interrupted and restarted before the first tick finishes. What? Hi, cat. Some browsers convert that null when logged. Stop the timer immediately if the argument isn't valid. Well, I know it's not going to be valid, though. Yeah, let's go back to the WGO, and we'll just put a catch for undefined. See if that fixes it. Every second calls plus white and plus black. Let me add a catch for the undefined first. If expire at equal to undefined, return. And then let's go to game and put the pluses. Is it triple equals? I thought double equals was fine. Plus, plus. What will the plus do? F11. F11. Second white time expire. F11. Expire at is undefined. How is it undefined? Go on the call stack on the right, please. and hit the second entry. Game message. Where? All stack top right. Game message right here. Okay. Hold on. How is there an undefined clock? How is there an undefined clock? What is its block? I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't get it. I can't. I don't even know what to do. I don't understand how a function doesn't have a value. Check the what? No, what is this you want me to look at? I didn't quite follow all that, but I didn't quite get all of that. But I was trying to. I was gonna figure it out later. Okay, is there? Okay, I think I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat because I don't understand this bug. I'm just gonna get rid of the variable. Now, and the thing, I'm gonna set a manual number. Let's just set a manual number. We were trying to get it more exact to the second, but like, this is driving me nuts. So instead of expire at, we're just gonna do 500. How about that? Just do 500. It's called twice a second. Oops. Oops. Page wasn't loaded when I clicked to move. I see no bugs. I'm sometimes slightly ahead, but it looks like I'm in sync close enough. No, I didn't get it hooked up to GitHub. This works. This is working. I don't know about you guys, but this is working. The recommendation is to not call a bubble function more than 2 to 3 times a second. So this calls it twice a second. So surely this will be okay. Right? You can call it depends when you get rid of bubble. I mean, as long as it works, is it really that big of a deal? We've got it within half a second. And we're ahead of the clock, not behind it. As long as we're ahead of the clock, I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's fine. Doesn't look like we got getting out of sync. Yeah, we got to work on Byoyomi next, though. That's the problem. That's no. Byoyomi's next. So is it really broken though? Would you call this broken? I call this an absolute win. I'm gonna see if it times out. But I don't know. I don't know if I get a message when a period's used. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just gonna let it time out and see what happens. I didn't think this would be this hard. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would be super easy. Oh, and I gotta do freaking I think it was Paragirl suggestion to display to send text instead of the number. So that way I just display the clock as a string instead of trying to calculate or whatever. I can just do it in JavaScript and just send a string instead of trying to calculate it all. Because I'm probably doing it in a not smart way. I have a bunch of if statements, basically. Well, that was annoying. It looked right. Now this should be 0, but you know, this is why we should send text. I think that was pretty close. The dings were not good at all. Oh, that's because I was sending 2 a second. That's why. I was sending a ding every half a second. That's pretty intimidating. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, man. How do that's another thing I want to figure out. I need to make sure that the ding isn't already dinging. Uh... Okay. So the next thing to do is display the string. So so we have black time expire in milliseconds. Now, what was the line that displayed black time expire milliseconds to do the pad or whatever it was? We got to convert black time expire into a string. The string needs to be in clock format. That's what I'm saying. So right here, I need to convert black time expire. So it's going to be black time expire minus date dot now divided by 1000 and then convert to clock. This doesn't have the yeah, the pad. There you go. Okay, hold on. Okay. Math.floor x. Holy crap. Yours is much longer. Okay, so we're gonna let x equal black time expire. Math.floor x divided by 1000, two string plus colon x percent 1000 dot two string dot pad start 20. Compared to this one, let remaining, what the heck? He commented a format? Let remaining equal math.max is 0, math.round end time minus now divided by 1000. Format, MMSS, constant, what in the world? I don't know half of these, I don't know a format. Yeah, you're right, I should do this in a different function. Function, convert, time to block string. Time. Okay, now what are we doing in here? Let block string equal nothing. And we're gonna return block string. Remove the comment. You said don't worry about this one. Let remaining equal, what is this format? Let remaining equal math.max. What is max? I only know floor and ceiling. 0 math round end time minus now. What is end time? Is that time date dot now? Is that right? Time minus date dot now? Okay. Now, what is format? MMSS. Const MM equals string math.flow remaining divided by 60. dot pad start to 0 const ss. Oh, that's not, that was just you telling me what it's supposed to look like. And then block string would equal plus that plus ss. Is that what you were going for? I mean, this looks all right. Oh, gosh. Okay. Time in milliseconds divided by 1,000. Time in milliseconds. I get time in seconds. String math.floor time in seconds pad da 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 da. What's the dollar sign? What is this dollar sign curly brackets or whatever? Is that just another way to say return plus that plus ss? What's the difference? Same but shorter. Okay, okay. So basically it's put the whole string, but then if you put a dollar sign, it lets you insert the variable. Insert a variable, and it'll convert whatever this variable is to a string. Okay. What? Why would I use what? Why? Why do you use that instead of that? What are these? Ah, okay. So you have to use those if you want to do the dollar sign thing. Let black clock equal let white clock equal. And then let's just console.log. You just said use these from now on. My blocks console.log. You can remove minus date.now and parameters. What? Don't you have to subtract date.now to get the milliseconds left? Why would I don't understand why I would remove date.now. Yeah, I suppose. I'll have to get used to using this. Oops. Not quite. Not quite. We got a round. We got a rounding. Got a rounding bug. How do I round this? how do I get rid of the decimals? How do I round this? Math.floor SS or whatever? I know, my buddy. You're trying to find mom. She's not home yet. Yikes. Did something wrong. Where'd it go? Time in milliseconds. What? Oh, capital S. There we go. 248, 459. Yeah, right? Coding is fun. 4 minutes, 59 seconds, 2 minutes, 48 seconds. Now for the tricky part. I gotta call this. I gotta call this every half a second. Yeah. And they have to update. I have to do this every half a second. Now, how the heck? How the heck am I going to do this every half a second? Advertise my crap. We are working on some megadragon.com. Best place to do Go puzzles, and we're working on playing Go online for the next update. This is exactly what we need. But we need to do it every second, and I need this variable every time a move is played. Oh, but I can't send this. I can't send this to the freaking timer function. I can't send this variable to the every second function, so I can't run this because every second won't take the variable. Oh, you're gonna like cringe at how I update my clock. Okay, so every time a move is played, or every time OGS sends the clock, go away. Every time OGS sends the clock, usually when a move is played, this function sets the time, right? So this is what sets once. Then we have the timer going every half a second that calls this one, which lowers the time visually. Now, currently, what it's doing is Black Time Fisher. Black Time Fisher displays the connection A's black clock split by colon. So it displays the first item's number, the main time, minus current date time extract units divided by 1,000. Okay, so I get the time left in seconds. The difference between now and the expiration time divided in seconds. Then we go to my lovely dovely clock. The number in seconds is the parent group's number. The parent group's number divided by 60 floor. And then for the seconds, it's parent group's number minus parent group's number divided by 60 floor times 60. Converted to number formatted as 0. And then I have conditionals, which are if statements. Right? I mean, it's just a matter of like, do I do all this in JavaScript or do I do it in Bubble? Like, it's the same thing basically. So if the parent group's number minus parent group's number divided by 64 times 60 converted to number is less than 10, then I add a 0 in front of the seconds. And if parent group's number is less than 10, in other words, less than 10 seconds left, I add a 0 in front of the seconds. And if it's less than 1, then I just 0, 0, 0, 0. So it's a lot of if statements. If that makes sense. Now there's currently a bug that when we're at an exact minute, so parent group's number divided by 60 floor, let's say 5 minutes, let's say it's 5 minutes. So 300 divided by 60 is 5. And parent group's number 300 minus 5 times 60 is 300 is 0. For some reason, on the minute mark, I get 5:60. That is the current bug. And I think it's right here. Parent group's number minus the minutes should be 0. But instead I get 60. Can I add another time UI element below your current one for code base option? I don't know what you mean. But like I said, this is a bunch of if statements, and honestly, it would already work if it wasn't for the 60 or whatever, right? I think it would already work anyway. As long as the parent group's number is above greater than or equal to 0, and we can just set this. We can actually just copy this. I don't know, when it's less than 1. And it goes into the negative, just be 0. Okay, so you want black main time, copy, paste, black main time, copy. Okay. Duplicate doesn't have any logic on it right now. I would have to copy all the functions. So nothing touches this yet. Because now it's its own object. Nothing touches it yet. Yes. Are you wanting like to put a div container in it? So before we continue, let me explain something real quick. The way we call bubble is we use bubble underscore fn underscore variable name, right? When we call that, it calls this object called JavaScript to bubble. When, JavaScript to bubble creates an event whenever you call it. So this is the JS clock update event. So this is my JavaScript to bubble event. And then I can do things. The things that I'm currently doing is calling other workflows, which are functions. So these are each functions, and each of these have a conditional on if they call the function or not. And when they call the function, I grab, where's Fisher? Fisher. Let's play. Lower black time Fisher. I grab the group black seconds left, groups can contain data. So this is not the copy. And I input data into that group. And then anything under that group, in other words, the text, can read the data of that group. Hopefully that made sense. So with that in mind, how do you want to send data to Bubble? We technically shouldn't need an ID attribute. I just need the JavaScript function. And then I just display data in the parent or something. Hey, I think she's home. Yeah, I can create a new HTML element to run whenever I want, which I can put a JavaScript in. I just put in script. And pass the time data we need to that function. Yes. So what I'm going to do is go up here to the floating group data, which is this 0 pixel by 0 pixel container. I grab an HTML element. In this case, I'll go ahead and grab clock update because this is something I was using, but we deleted the code inside of it in order to use your clock or whatever. So right now I have an empty HTML element called clock update. So I can now input JavaScript into this. I don't know how to interact with the DOM element. I'm sorry. I was going through the tutorial and I learned about window and DOM. Okay, so let's give that time UI element an ID black time left. The group or the text? Or the HTML element? So we have the group copy, we have the text inside the group, and then we have the HTML element. Which one needs the ID? The text element itself, okay. Text element, ID attribute, black time left. Okay. In order to be consistent, I'm going to use underscores just to be more consistent. Go ahead and copy this. I'm guessing you want me to get rid of these conditionals because that will affect it. The conditionals will override whatever you're trying to do. I got rid of them. Okay. Okay. Got it. But we can't, if it's a constant, we can't change the value of it, right? Shouldn't this be a let? Because now we can't change the value. No. The constant is the element. Okay, I understand. Sorry. The element is a constant. Hello, welcome home. Hope hope your day went well.
Okay.
We found a bug that no one in chat could solve. None of us could solve it. So we ended up, now we're working on a roundabout method because we couldn't solve the bug after like a half hour to an hour. It was crazy. It was an impossible bug that shouldn't exist. And now we have to do all this crap because we can't use it.
Interesting. Like you couldn't figure out what the bug was, or you couldn't figure
No, we
out?
knew what the bug was. We just couldn't fix it. Like, it didn't make sense. Okay.
I've been wanting to try these with like
Nope.
Oreo flavored Reese's.
Nope. I'm good. Okay, so black time left set attribute. So this is going to go inside of a function, I'm assuming. Function set black time element. Something. You need to call this every half second, and the second parameter, 5 minutes, must be what we get from convert time to clock string function call. Right. This is going to be our clock time. Now, let's test this. Make sure it works. These. I'm going to say only run after the page is loaded to make sure the element exists. Page is loaded entirely. Element is visible, which will cause the code to execute. I just want to test it real quick, make sure we're on the right track. It's not overwriting it. Why isn't it overriding it? Oh wait, I did the wrong one. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted to test. Inner text? Wait, what? Dot text what? Not even what I pasted. It's Set attribute. Got it. Okay, function works. Okay, so let's copy the function. Let's call this function every second function. What? You mean call this function in the every second function? Or whatever? So end the clock. This is clock update. We're just going to call this function. But where do we get the variable from? Because we can't send a variable here. We figured that out. Because Bubble just wants to do the AI stuff and they don't care about JavaScript developers. I have asked them the forums for a bigger editor and they just don't care. They want to focus on their AI technology and blah, blah, blah. Yep, I agree. We need to pass the time to every second and format it, and then pass the formatted time to update the function we have just created. Yeah, but we can't pass anything to every second. Can we set a global variable and just have it update, and we just call set black element time element, and then inside of set black time element we grab the global variable and convert it, and then blah blah blah? Globals are evil. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna save this so that it's called every second, but we're gonna just keep everything on the game connection. No. You had it in the game page. Data, HTML clock update. All right, I would just the data saved in a state. So do you want me to call this function? Okay, hold on. I got it. Well, I think I get what you're saying. Hold on. I will show you what I think you're saying. Okay, we're going to get this. We're actually going to remove this. And I'll show you why in just a second. Bubble is called clock update, right? Now back in game OGS. Back in game OGS, in clock update, you want to run JavaScript and call that function. And then you want to send the data, properties.parameter1, and parameter1 is going to be get the black clock and then split by whatever our black clock variable that we sent is. First item, whatever we send. First item. So what this can do is in our connection, we are giving Bubble data to save, and then every second we're going to call that function with whatever that saved data was. So right now in Fisher, string black time expire is what's called, or what's sent. Black time expire. Okay, so this is just going to be a number, right? So it's just date now plus black remaining time minus delay. So it's going to be the milliseconds left. Okay, and then every half a second, we're going to call this function, and the clock time will be the milliseconds left. So black milliseconds, right? And now we can do our conversion and all that crap inside of here and then set the inner text. So Bubble will call this every half a second, and then we just got to do all of our stuff in here. I think that's what you're after. Now let me go grab our conversion that we just made and bring it over to that script. Okay, let's get rid of the clocks. We don't need that anymore. And we're going to go down here and grab our function, convert time to clock string. Get that out of here. And we're going to go move that into that new script. Okay. Time in milliseconds, black milliseconds. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Okay. Every half a second, I will get. I need black milliseconds minus date dot now, and then we convert the time in milliseconds left. Let's see what that does. This is like a second ahead. Why is it a second ahead? Is it because we're rounding down too much? But it's clearly working. Yeah. Better to round down than round up. It just means we'll sit at 0 for a second before actually timing out, which I don't think is that big of a deal, right? It looks pretty accurate, though. Yeah. Now we need to know whose turn it is. Because even when it's not my turn, it's counting down. Okay. So DOM is the like text elements or whatever? Okay. Yeah. But before we do that, I think I need to know whose turn it is. So I think what I'm going to do is in this run JavaScript set black time element, I'm only going to do that when current player's ID is player black's ID. Okay. And that should stop it from counting down. Or are you wanting to handle the turn? I guess it doesn't really matter where we handle it. And then it adds the time on our turn. On our turn, it adds the time, but it stops counting down when it's on our turn. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. So now we have something to handle everything. Now, what we could do to make this more JavaScript focus is instead of this, what we can do is send black's time, white's time, and then also send the current turn. Current player ID. And if we need more parameters, we could say group game, black player's ID, white player's ID. Okay, so now we can send black's time, white's time, current player, black player, white player. And then we can handle all of it in JavaScript. Now this is going to be text, text, number, number, number. It's going to be black milliseconds, white milliseconds, current turn, black ID. Let's do underscore ID, white underscore ID. There we go. Yeah, yeah. So next, update the clock of the current player's turn. We're going to do if current turn is equal to black underscore ID. Do that. Else if current turn is equal to white underscore ID. We're going to do white time left element, inner text, white milliseconds. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't think you could even equals a string to a number. I didn't even know you could do that. I thought they both had to be number variables. Okay, why doesn't that work? Oh, because... What? Okay. Got the ID. Oh, hold on. Let me rename this function. Set time elements. Set time elements. Bubblegum. Yeah, no, I hate the editor. Trust me. I've gotten used to it, but it doesn't mean I hate it any less. It's a pretty bad editor. I'm well aware. Okay, so this gets called current turn is equal to black ID, current turn is equal to white ID. What am I doing wrong? Why is white not getting updated? Super premium edition. Oh man. It's giving it. I don't know. White's not updating right now. It's not updating on white's turn. Time control Fisher. White time expire. It gets sent to bubble. Every second is called, which resets it. Black ID, white ID. Black ID, white ID, current turn, return. White time left. White time left. White milliseconds. Hmm. I forgot to switch this. Okay, it's my fault. My fault. Forgot to switch it to white's ID. So it was always checking for black's ID. There we go. There's still so many bugs. Why did it pass twice? It went to doot instead of just doot. It's also not getting the time before the first move is clicked. Oh, I'm still a ways away from being able to release this. I haven't even gotten to Biyoyomi yet. Okay, I think I have to call it for the day though. Otherwise, I'm gonna be at this till like midnight. Maybe. Or at least call the set the clock times or something. I don't know. More for the next day. But yeah, I think gotta call it for the night. Otherwise, I will overwork myself. As always, thanks for hanging out and helping me code. It's been fun and a headache. But yeah, we'll go wrap it up here and till the next day. As always, thanks, and I will see you guys next time.